I was kind of snoozing yesterday. I was kind of watching football and like nodding in and out. And it was the late games in the NFL yesterday were just awful, just really boring, bad football. And our local station was carrying the Washington Commanders. I think the real 4:00 game they wanted you to carry was the San Francisco game that Fox had, because that was the one that Brady was on, right? I think that was the one that Brady was on. But no. Our local affiliate is under the perpetual notion that it's still 1987 and Joe Theismann is the quarterback of the Washington Redskins and Joe Gibbs is their coach, and they're going to compete every year for a world championship. So they think, well, this is Redskins / Commanders country. So I'm kind of nodding asleep, and then I start hearing that fucking voice, that awful, horrible. I'm like, I must be having a nightmare. Trump can't be invading my nightmares now. And he's like, it's him. And that you've seen the video of him getting booed, like mercilessly.
Mercilessly, yes.
So they have two guys in the booth. I don't know if you saw it. They were interviewing him, and they're just acting like everything's great. The world's going well. Yeah, you like Detroit? You think Detroit? Well, it was a good trade. Both teams did very well. Let's see what happens here. And then Donald Trump, this is like the closest he's been to a black guy, since the 80s, probably. And I hear people all the time bitching, I don't want Taylor Swift messing up my football. I don't want Bad Bunny messing up. I don't want fucking Donald Trump messing up my football. Can I get an 8-hour break without hearing that son of a bitch's voice? I just don't like politics in football. No, you just don't like your politics in football. That's the problem, sir. That's the problem. God almighty.
That's the problem. Yes.
He wants his name on the stadium when they build a new stadium in DC.
Yeah.
The Commandos. He wants it on. And the great Bomani Jones, who came out of the Raleigh sports scene back on 850 of the Buzz many, many years ago. Bomani Jones goes, I can think of two stadiums they put politicians' names on. One of them is RFK Stadium, and one is JFK Stadium in Philadelphia, which for those of you who are 80s fans, that was where they had Live Aid at JFK Stadium. So something needs to happen before you get your name on a stadium. So
just
balls in your court.
Putting it out there.
How bad do you want it?
That's the law. That's the rule. That's the stadium rule.
That's just how it is. Because they also said that about him on currency. And I was like, well, I know that for sure. There's only one way to get your face on currency.
How bad do you really want your face on the currency?
I don't know. Can I have somebody else do it? The real problem in America, as I see it, is after he is no longer with us, sadly, the fight to put his name on streets and schools and buildings and God almighty, that's going to be amazing, right?
Never even thought about that until you just said it. But yeah, it's going to be chaos.
It's going to be the worst. I'd like to, based on what I've seen the past week or so, I'd like for his name to be put on like. I'd kind of like wherever they're handing out the SNAP benefits. I'd like that building to be named after him. Can we do that? Would that be possible?
Yes.
I don't know if there's a single building. Maybe a food bank. Maybe the food bank where people are lining up. Call that maybe that would be something. I don't know. Just a thought.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. Well, they did. So I don't know. We'll get rid of this politics stuff in just a moment. We'll get down to wrestling. Don't worry, everybody. We just have to kind of get it out of our system. Let us just get our rocks off and get over it.
Yeah, thank you.
Last Tuesday, Democrats have a pretty good day. Off-year elections. Not the end of the world. The party's still in disarray. Don't have a natural leader. All things are happening, but it's still a win is a win, take the win, and it's momentum. And any kind of win that we can get is good. So approximately 120 hours later, the Democrats completely just blow up their win and they cave on this bailout stuff, on this government shutdown stuff. Holy shit.
Yeah. I thought it was funny that on this past Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, this past weekend anyway, they had like this event where they had like a bunch of influencers from TikTok and YouTube and all these come up there. The Democrats did and kind of had like a city hall meeting kind of thing, a family or not family, but a question, sit down, question answer thing with them. And everything was normal, and as soon as those guys left town, they say, okay, those guys are gone. Let's go to work. Let's turn our tails.
Let's fuck it up.
I just thought it was I just thought it was a coincidence that happened, but yeah, man, what? I don't get it, man. Don't you think it's like the AIPAC people talking and stuff, or somebody talking? It's got to be something, man. It's got to be something like that, because there's got to be a reason.
I just don't know. I don't know what it was for. If you held the line for, I know that they're saying, hey, people are suffering, and we got SNAP benefits for a year, and we got, they can't fire the government workers, and the furloughed people are going to get back pay. And I'm like, okay, well, you didn't get, you got not nothing, but still, what was it all for?
That's exactly. It's just, if you do it this way, if it turns out this way, where the Democrats do end up, making the vote go to where that crap passes, then, man, I will not have faith in anybody anymore. Maybe two people in all of Washington, D.C. And it's just,
that's fair.
Getting down to that point, man.
You probably have about twice as many as most people have faith in.
Well, I'm being generous, I guess, but yeah.
You are. I don't know. 120 fucking hours. We had a shiny victory, and then you just decided to wipe your ass with it. I don't understand. These people are still going to. They've got a firm commitment from John Thune, from Senator Thune. He'll really have a vote on the subsidies for Obamacare.
Oh yeah, the handshake deal with that dude. Yes. Oh, whatever.
You remember, if I could take you all the way back to 2017, why did John McCain vote down killing Obamacare? Why did he do that? Because he was getting okey doke from the House. Yeah, we'll take care of it, John. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just pass on it over us, and we'll take care of it. And he knew when he was getting okey doked. He knew it was bullshit, so he wouldn't go along with killing Obamacare.
Smart man. That's why he's a good human. He was a good human.
Yeah, and the evidence is he's a good human. He gets shit on all the time by Trump. It's a badge of honor.
You go. I mean, it's a badge of honor, exactly. But talking about the people that crossed the line and going with the GOP in that vote now.
Yeah.
Fetterman didn't surprise me a bit. We should have known that dude was going to, turn tail. But and here's another thing. Is it just me, or is it some of these northeastern Democrats like Maine, Vermont, and
New Hampshire?
They're kind of they're kind of wishy-washy about stuff a lot of times. They kind of get a little, I don't know.
It's like the Democrats in the South are the ones who should puss out. You guys should be fine. What's wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying, man. Something is up. There's got to be a reason why they're doing this, and I don't understand the reason. Fetterman, he's just an idiot. I don't know about the rest of them.
They should talk to Trump all the time. Hey, John, what's it like to have a stroke? I think I'm having some symptoms. Tell me. I'm not sure. Of all those guys of all those guys you were talking about who are on TikTok and stuff, all the influencers, who are some of your favorites? I like Harry Sisson, and I like David Pakman. I like JoJo from Jurors. I think she's good. I think she calls herself, her name's Nichelle, but she calls herself the OG of HRC or something. She's like a big Pelosi fan. She's awesome. I like her a lot.
Ruby, she's great.
Rubia Garcia, who really doesn't do that stuff, but she rails against a lot of Republican stuff. She's great. Who do you like?
I think my overall favorite is, and I like a lot of those guys, a lot of the ladies and guys that you mentioned. I like well, her username is not Kristen Wiig, because I guess people call her Kristen Wiig, but
yeah, I've seen her.
But her name is Shannon.
Yeah,
and I've been following her for a while. She's from Philly, man. I love her. But I think my overall favorite of everybody is, I don't know if you've seen it. You probably have at some point. Hawk. You ever heard of Hawk? The attorney from San Francisco.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
Kind of a scruffy dude. Kind of got hair down like mine and stuff. But yeah, I think overall I like him the best. He just comes across as just level-headed, and he gets a little emotional about stuff sometimes. But I trust his word 99% of the time on things and he breaks down stuff very easily.
Right.
I guess being an attorney, he knows kind of how to do that. But anyway, that's my favorite. And of course I like Lysandra Vasquez.
That's
oh my God. Yeah, I wonder why. And I mean, even when she doesn't do anything funny, if she comes on and says, talks just politics, I love her. Just God.
And that ginger beard guy, he's really good.
Yes, my friend got to meet him when she went up there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. He's a good guy.
Washington. Yeah, he seems like it. I know another one I like. Tizzy. Yeah, I like Texas Paul.
Is that the guy that does all the oil industry stuff?
No, that's Mr. Global.
He's awesome. I love that.
I love Mr. Global. Yes.
Yeah.
Texas cool. Paul, he's just. Oh, I know somebody else I like on. I forgot all about maybe my second favorite after Hawk is Tennessee Brando.
Jeez, I don't know that one.
I think he works with Midas Touch, and he didn't start out on Midas Touch. He just kind of come out on his own, and Midas Touch picked him up, or he went to whatever. But because his platform has grown tons since I've been watching him, and he's from up East Tennessee, kind of lower Southeast Kentucky area, and he kind of speaks, blue in a hard red area, and it's just interesting to hear him talk and his perspective of things, because I can relate to a lot of it just because of the atmosphere and the where he grew up and where you and I grew up and sort of
exactly.
So I just like listening to him because I can relate to it. So, but yeah, I like him a lot too. He's on YouTube as well. Matter of fact, he's really not on TikTok anymore. Tennessee Brando. He's mainly on YouTube now.
I don't know if it shows up in your algorithm, but those hometown holler guys out of Alamance County. You ever see those guys?
I don't think I've seen them.
One of them is like one of them's a teacher, and I don't know what the other one does, but they do a lot of stuff about debunking a lot of Republican bullshit. And I kind of think that to me is like sort of the next generation of kind of what Brad and Britt were doing, sort of is what it felt like, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
I like to think perhaps we were influential and those people grew up listening to us, but I have no evidence of that whatsoever.
Perhaps you were.
I have no evidence of this whatsoever.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say yeah.
Let's do it. Let's just say yeah. Let's just to make ourselves feel better. We can do it. I'm doing it sincerely. You can just do it just to do it. I'm doing it. Yeah, we can delude ourselves just like Republicans can. It's fine. It's no problem.
Yeah, well.
How do you feel about this Disney versus YouTube situation? Whose side are you on, Bryant Williams?
Oh well, kind of lesser of two evils. I mean, YouTube's not that bad, is it? Who owns YouTube?
Google.
Google. That's right. Google owns YouTube. Well, God. I don't know, man. That's like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. I don't know, man.
I just saw a poll, and so one they're citing the most. Of course, there's like the majority of people are saying both of you suck. That's what the majority. Yeah. And then when they break it down to people who have taken a side, it's like 37-5 in favor. Disney is to blame way more than Google is for this whole thing.
Well, I could see that. I mean, I really could see it either way, but I'm not surprised either way. So, like I said, it's just they both can take a blind leap.
My mom's getting like super in because the affiliate in Greenville, Spartanburg, Asheville, the WLOS, the ABC station, they're blocked them off of there. They're done.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah.
LOS. I thought they're not Nashville anymore.
No, they're an ABC affiliate, which is they are in Nashville, but it's the Greenville market.
Market. I got you. I'm sorry. I got you.
But it's also like, you know, it's a Sinclair station too. So they're not on their package anymore. And where my mom lives, it's like impossible to really get an antenna and get reception or anything like that. So
sure.
No Jeopardy, no Wheel of Fortune. We've had to give her happy pills. You know, when you take away Jeopardy from a senior citizen, it's just.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I feel bad for you, Mom. I mean, seriously, that sucks when you damn favorite shows get yanked like that.
But wait, you haven't heard the really great news out of the past. They're offering her, wait for it, a $20 credit.
Whoa, did you say 20?
Yes.
Holy
Can you imagine a family business just hanging on by a shoestring like Google, offering customers $20 in credit on their subscriptions?
All their customers? Every single one?
I know. The generosity.
How do they do that?
I know. It's hard to believe. I
hope she jumped all over that.
Oh, of course. I mean, she's not going to turn it down. You know, it's her money anyway. So whatever, you know, it's like the $2,000 rebate check that you're going to get. It's your money.
Well, yeah, exactly like that.
They're running up and down the field on that one. What are you going to say now, liberal? $2,000 check. Are you going to turn it down? No, it's my fucking money. I'm not going to turn it down. I'll take my money back. Here's the thing you don't understand. Like the average household has had their prices of all their shit go up between $4,600 and $7,200. So $2,000 is less than that number that I just told you.
It's like a rebate, motherfuckers.
And I hope, let me just also say this, because I know we haven't done any wrestling yet. We're not going to for a minute, but just hang with me for a moment. When the Supreme Court finally fucking rules on this, I hope you people finally understand it's a tax. It's always been a tax.
Never get it. I got it in high school.
Anybody
got it in high school.
And we went to mid-high schools, and we were mid-students in mid-high schools.
Very, 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 in both. Yes, very mid.
We have degrees from mid-universities, state universities, motherfuckers, and we get it. We understand it somehow.
A directional state university for me, thank you.
I got a hyphen. I got a hyphen.
Yeah, you do have a hyphen, don't you?
And that was frustrating about, a little bit more than a year ago. I just felt like every time you could say, Kamala should have said this. Every time, tariffs are taxes, tariffs are taxes, tariffs are taxes. He's raising your taxes. He's raising your taxes. Scott Galloway was saying this today. He's a very smart guy from NYU. He's got a new book out. He does a fantastic podcast with a guy named Ed. You should watch. It's really good. He said, here's the new play for Wall Street. The decision comes down. Supreme Court says, you got to give the money back. Trump's got to give the tariff money back. So he's either going to slow roll it or he's not going to do it. You, as a private equity company, like the Apollo Group or one of these fucking groups, you go up to John Deere Distributors of North Carolina. John Deere Distributors of North Carolina, you paid $7 million more for shit that you shouldn't have had to because of the tariffs, and now you're going to get it back. Now, we don't know if you're going to get it back. We don't know if you're going to get it back in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. We don't know if you're going to get half of it back. Here's what I want to do for you. I'll give you $1 million right now, today, and based on your claim, if the 7 comes in, I'll take it. If nothing comes in, then I get screwed. If $1.5 million comes in, I make a little money. If 800,000 comes in, I get screwed. That's what people are going to be doing now. That's what's going to be happening now.
Lovely. That's just, it's just so depressing, man.
I think tariffs were a good way to fund the government 125 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 125 years ago.
I mean, we didn't even use that word for a long time. After that, we quit doing it. Then we just quit using tariffs until stopped 10 years ago.
Well, I can tell you this. We didn't have fucking pep rallies for them on the White House lawn. I'll tell you that. Didn't have that. Yeah, so that's the
we did not.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine here in the United States. We're fine. The greatest nation on earth, and people are starving. And some guy went to the Supreme Court to make sure that the people would starve.
That part, everything blows my mind, man. Okay, everything blows my mind, but this just, I don't know what's beyond blows my mind.
I know,
but whatever it is, that's what it does to me. Trying to keep people from eating. God damn.
I mean, it's stunning. And he goes like, nobody ever has this conversation with Trump. You know, you shouldn't do that. It's going to make you look bad. Nobody ever says that. Nobody ever says that.
Nobody.
Like, I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to throw it in this trash compactor. Okay, go ahead. Good job, boss.
Go ahead. Yeah. No problem with it.
Sir, that might tend to make you look. Shut up. Shut up. I'll kill you. So yes, the Disney war with Google rages on. Raw is Boston tonight from whatever they call it. TD Center, is that what they call the Boston Garden?
TD Garden, yeah.
TD Jakes, the preacher.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Speaking of cults.
Touche. It's been about, I guess we've had a pretty good sample size. It's been about 10 months, going on 11 since the WWE relationship with Netflix started. What's your take on how things are going between WWE and Netflix? You think it's been pretty good overall for the consumer?
Well, depending on how you want to break it down, but overall, I'm still very much against, and I don't think I'm by myself in saying this. All these different platforms like that NXT PLE that was on the other week.
Yeah,
I had no freaking clue where that thing was. And even when I went to, honestly, I went to Peacock first because I thought in my head I was like, I think it said Peacock, and I went to Peacock and it wasn't even on. I had to scroll. Scroll, and I finally found it. And that was after I went and looked to see where it was, because when I went to find it initially, I'm like, well, shit, it's not there. I don't see it. And I kind of scrolled up and down a little bit, didn't see it. I'm like, okay, I guess it's on Netflix. No, okay, well, let me try ESPN. Nope. And then I finally had to look it up, and it said Peacock. I'm like, well, I've already looked at Peacock. So I went back and finally found it. But that part, that part aside, I think the technical part, the production part has been pretty good. I can't really complain about that as far as Netflix goes.
I think overall it's been pretty good for the consumer. I also think when we talk about these wars between these large corporations, and you and I have talked about this before, certainly if Netflix wanted to stop people from accessing their stuff through a VPN, they could pretty much do that. They could do that very easily. There's a number of sites and a number of stuff that I go to that says, nope, not going to let you in. Can't do it. Because they, even with some of the protocols they're using, like Nord has something called Whisper, which is supposed to like disguise what they're doing so that whatever website it is or whatever server can't figure out you're on a VPN. But they can pretty much figure it out. I think very much that Netflix could pretty easily block that if they wanted to, but I also think that so. They're like, I think they're okay with it. I have to think from a corporate, like, it helps. It helps them.
I don't see that being a huge issue for them. I really don't.
I think, and I also think it would be like really, really funny if the guys at ESPN called up Netflix and like, could you not let, and they'd be like, nah, we're good. Sorry. Bye. No, we're good. We're just gonna keep what we're doing. I think that they would probably implement that if Netflix ever got in bed internationally with one of the big sports, your NFL, your NBA, somebody like that. I believe then they would be like, you can't do it then.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But overall, I would say, and I think you would agree, I'm going to be happy when WWE is by and large out of business with Universal and Peacock. Then when they just have like 3 or 4 of the Saturday Night Main Event specials a year, and then the library goes wherever the library goes. I think you and I are both going to be much happier about that.
Absolutely, yes. It's just too much, man. Just too much. Sorry, I'm old. Can't handle it.
Let's do Raw in Boston, of course, which was centered around John Cena and the John Cena Invitational. How are they not calling it like this?
Who's your early pick in that, man? Do you have an early pick?
Well,
I don't. I have not. I haven't a clue.
I don't either.
I'm sure something makes sense, but I just, nothing stands out to me.
Were you a little surprised they put Rusev over tonight?
Well, no, not really. I think seems like they're trying to push him.
Yeah, and it seems like it's not working.
He's not the root. I mean, he's physically and everything in the ring. He's the same Rusev that we, excuse me, that we saw early, like several years ago when he was in WWE. But the crowd support's definitely not there. I mean, it's kind of half-ass. So I don't.
Would you say that the time in AEW damaged his brand overall, or was it just him being away from WWE?
I just think I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to say that AEW damaged his brand. Maybe just like you said, being away from WWE probably damaged it more than going to AEW itself.
Which is kind of weird because I think Aleister Black came back, and I don't know if he really missed a step. Did he?
I don't know. He didn't really get the pop he got before when he first came back. Because used to, man, I remember when he would come up in that lift up coffin thing or whatever it was in his entrance, and people would just go nuts.
They were pretty crazy about him.
Yeah. I mean, from NXT on up to when he came up to the main roster. So I think maybe being away from WWE probably hurt him a little bit too, to be honest. Even though I think everything he did in AEW was fine.
Yeah, just B plus. It was fine. It was like you said, fine. I wouldn't. It wasn't outstanding or anything, but it was okay. They're just calling her Zelina now. By the way, no Zelina Vega. Yeah, just Zelina. That's what they're calling her.
I understand that. That's one time I can understand when they take a wrestler's name down to one name, like they used to in the old days. When he would have somebody two names and just bring them down to one. Vince would.
And then all of a sudden, this is again how bipolar he was. He'd be like, "Why does everybody only have one name?" Like he'd turn around when he told everybody to have one name, and it was like,
"Yes,
hey, yes." Quick question: if you could have a threesome with Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, and you knew it would kill you, would you still do it?
I don't know, man. I don't really want to die for it.
I know, but you and I have had you and I have pretty full lives. We've seen a lot of good stuff,
Well, yeah. I guess this is what I'm going. That's the way to go. But
they knock on my mom's door. Ma'am, sorry to tell you, your son passed away. Oh my God, that's horrible. What happened? Well, he was doing, he was with two pretty large women, and they pretty much fucked him to death. Oh my God. So, well, did he suffer? Well, the coroner said the smile cannot be wiped off his face.
Oh yeah, you make it sound more appealing now.
And here's another observation I have on that same level. To me, the devil's kiss is a finishing move. For me, it would be
the starting move. Thank you.
They brought Paul Triple H Levesque. That's how they introduced him tonight. Paul Triple H Levesque, your chief content officer for World Wrestling Entertainment, to introduce John Cena. Cena comes to the ring, and they bleeped him out. They dropped the audio when he said WWF one time. I don't know if you caught that. WWF, and they dropped it out one. And he talked about going to see the WWF in the Boston Garden, so that's why it means a lot. Dominic Mysterio interrupts him, cuts the heel promo, and it's on like Donkey Kong, as the kids say, or at least they did 20 years ago. Intercontinental Championship match. John Cena defeats Dominic Mysterio. John Cena for the very first time, kids. Your new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it works out.
I guess
for everybody. I mean, Dominic had to lose it at some point just to kind of set him up to be a baby face at some point here. But But and of course Cena's going to win it because, like you said, he hadn't won it yet, so they were going to have to do that. Now my question is he going to just ride it out and they're going to have some damn tournament for it after he,
No,
gives it up when he retires?
I think the plan would be whoever wins over him. I assume the person who wins the tournament then beats him is going to be your new Intercontinental Champion. So it's really a tournament for the Intercontinental Championship now, I think.
For an Intercontinental Championship match, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like whoever gets him and wins the tournament to wrestle, the right to wrestle John Cena in December on Saturday night's main event for his last match. That's for the title, and then whoever beats
you're right. I guess I'm saying if Cena wins that match, whoever he wrestles, he'll have to, give it up. But I guess whoever beats him. But I'm just saying that's not his. Is that his last match? Last match?
Yeah, it's supposed to be his final match.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you think he'll lose?
Yeah, that's a time-honored tradition, pal.
Well, okay. I mean, I know that. Cena just seems like an exception to the rule or something. I don't know. You know what though? Can I just say this? And I know I don't. And I've said it before, but I've just come to the conclusion, I just don't like Gunther, man. I don't like Gunther. I don't like him. I don't know why, but I don't like him. When they showed that promo of him in the tournament, whoever he's taking on, Javon.
Yeah.
I was like, when it just showed his face, man, I just felt my insides just go, ugh. I just, something about him, it's so unappealing to me. He might be the nicest dude on planet Earth, but as a wrestling fan, for whatever reason, I just cannot stand him. I'm sorry.
You mean like go away heat, like white heat?
Yes. And I don't. I know he's good. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just something about him that's very unappealing to me. Even if he was a baby face.
I can't even unpack that because that's such an unusual thing for you to say, like about really almost anybody. That blows. I can't figure that. Well, I can't figure that one out. That's a bug, not a feature.
I don't know, man. I'm sitting here trying to think. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's his look. I don't know, man. But it's just I'll have to figure that one out. But I'm just thought I'd throw that out there.
See, I was always so negative on Stephanie Vacquer, and then she started shaking her ass on social media, and I came around. I don't think Gunther can do that to you to win you over.
No. I
don't think that's going to happen. I don't see that happen.
No. Yeah. Well, you're good because that will not happen.
Although Stephanie Vacquer, you have to say, even just from an objective point of view, her shorts are up her ass more than any other female wrestler. I'm sorry, they are.
And
I would think like the medical staff. We got to do another extraction after the show. Come on back, get the forceps. I was gonna. It's like, there's a price to pay for this, ladies and gentlemen.
Any doctors back here volunteer for the job? Me.
Yeah, 150 volunteers in the greater Boston area converge. I was thinking about that today with all the because I saw Charlotte Flair again with Alexa, and Charlotte's had some plastic surgery done and all that stuff, and I'm like, please don't get the Brazilian butt thing, the BBL. Please don't get that. Have you heard what this surgery is?
Surgery? No.
It's awful. It's terrible. I think they take fat from other parts of your body and they inject it in your butt. But then they have to, you can't sit down or lay on your butt for like a long time. They have these recovery centers down in Florida where the women kind of just sleep on their stomachs. And then they have to go to like doctor's appointment. They have these specially made vans where they're like laying across like a workhorse to go to these fucking appointments.
Oh. Okay. How do you use the bathroom? I was waiting on you to tell me that one.
I don't know. There's
something, but
it ain't worth it.
Squat.
And then, like, this is a lot of pressure on the guy too. So you end up with one of these women or whatever, and then she's all healed up and everything. You hit it from behind. All of a sudden, you make a wrong move, and it's $50,000. You just fucked up a $50,000 surgery or something. It's no fun. It's no fun. It's a no win for anybody. Please accept your ass as it is. Accept your.
Ladies, yes.
As if you have
guys too, for that matter, whoever.
Yeah, whoever's doing this, if it's flat, it's flat. We'll work with it. Whatever you got, it's fine. I know it's our fault. I know we've objectified it. It's weird because I know for a long time when you and I were growing up, you could insult the person by saying they had a big ass. Now it's damn near a compliment. It's almost a marriage proposal.
You're right. I don't know about that.
It's part of DEI. We've accepted too much black culture. Too much. Got to stop it. I am pro flat ass.
Pro flat ass.
Okay. I will give subsidies to people who have fat taken out of their ass. That guy. He said something tonight like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have had to destroy the East Wing to build the ballroom. And there's another thing I want to tell you. If you pay attention to the content from the Bulwark, they got this guy named JBL, and JBL's a pretty good writer. These are all pretty much former Republicans who were disgusted with the party in the era of Trump. And JBL goes, litmus test for Democratic candidates for president in 2028. You must commit to tearing that fucking ballroom down. Day one. Anything else doesn't matter. I don't care. I mean, it's not the most important thing. You need to feed people. You need to make sure people get insurance. All that other shit. Very important. This is your entrance exam. If you can't do this, then you can't do the other shit. That's what he says.
I'm down. Let's go. Come on. Bring it.
I would like it for maybe, I don't know, to have like one event where they have military families up there, or maybe they have homeless people and serve them a meal, and then they tear it down brick by brick, and then they auction it off to the MAGA guys, and then the money goes to like help people with something. Yeah, that would be, to me, that would be
exactly.
Nice.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it like that for sure.
Byron Saxton interviewing LA Knight. Byron Saxton still employed. For those of you that were wondering, still a part of the company.
Amazing.
He interviewed LA Knight, who is in the Cena tournament. Knight congratulated Cena, but never cared about having a dream match with anyone. But now Cena had something he wanted. Knight kept going, and his promo was actually cut off mid-sentence as they returned from break. Nice. Babyface members of the roster greeted Cena backstage, congratulated Mysterio, shook his hand, and the crowd cheered. They popped even bigger when Cena bumped into Cody Rhodes, and they shook hands, and that was fine. This next part. Veterans Day video. WWE cares about the veterans.
Yeah, they do. Year after year.
As they continue to raise prices and fuck every possible fan they can on live events, and like make it impossible and so expensive for you to even watch the shit on your tablet. We give a shit about, and we're going to show you, because we're going to have our We Care About Veterans, We Pretend to Care About Veterans show coming up very, very soon.
Very soon. Yes. Before you know it. We salute you, veterans.
And that was the NFL is like the worst, just the fucking worst. Oh my God. Could you please wrap yourself in the flag a little bit less? Could you? Just a bunch of, and I'm going to tell you something that's kind of funny. I don't have a lot of personal standards when it comes to certain things, although I'm weirdly conservative about a few things, just a couple things. I always thought it was kind of bullshit for people to walk around wearing camo because they're cosplaying soldiers. To me, that's what that was. Okay. And if you're a hunter and you're going in the woods, fine, because you don't want to get shot, or you want to make sure the deer doesn't see you, whatever, that's fine. But if you're just like, hey, I'm a 19-year-old, college student hanging out at fucking, the University of Georgia, and hey, look at my camo, I always thought that was just to me, right? That's just me.
I can get that.
I never liked it.
Oh, you said, I thought you
and it
said
became
another one,
I
or
don't
was that the only one?
No, I mean, like, I used to be pretty hardcore about smoking pot, but that was just like, I don't know where that came from. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Oh, I did too.
And then it's like, well, you sure gave up on that. I mean, sure, you sure sold that one down the river. I always said, don't, and you, I think you believe this too. I think you're with me. I've always said, if they legalize it, I think we're going for it. I think Western North Carolina could be the Napa Valley of pot. I truly believe that.
Oh God, one, yes.
I think we could grow some fucking amazing. Now they've deported all the people who would actually, grow it and pick and harvest and everything.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah.
Once we get Governor Newsom in there as our president, he's going to bring them all back and they're going to grow the pot for us. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? I don't understand.
If we'll get all those hurricane victims back up on their feet.
Oh yeah, any day now. Woo. Now, are those people getting the $2,000 tariff checks that are never going to come too? Because they've already been promised a lot of shit that hasn't come yet. So
at least $2,000. At least, yes.
Here's what we're going to do. Here's some more shit that we're not going to deliver. So here it is. Let's just pile it high for you guys in Western North Carolina. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, please.
And I still don't think they figured out I still don't figure it out. I don't think they figured out they got hoodwinked. I still don't.
Some of them don't. No.
Let me. This is a very local story. Some people won't get this, but I'm going to have to, because you're seeing these commercials like I am, and I know you're watching some local TV and stuff. You've seen these attack ads on the sheriff of Rockingham County, Sam Page.
Yes, Sam Page. Yes.
Okay. Do you know what this is about? Do you understand why they're going after this man like a year before the election?
Not really. I probably do and just forgot. Yeah. But no, I'm sure there's a reason. I knew there's a reason for it.
It's kind of weird, right? Because you're like, why would they decide to attack this guy? And they've got like really stupid amounts of money they're throwing to try to put. We have a guy in the North Carolina Senate. His name is Phil Berger. He's from Rockingham County as well, and he's probably the most powerful politician in North Carolina. And I'm including the governor in there. He's moved a lot of shit, canceled a lot of shit. And Sam Page, the sheriff of Rockingham County, ran for lieutenant governor last year, got destroyed in the primary, got killed. But there's been some polling in Rockingham County that if Sam Page ran for the state Senate in the primary, he could beat Phil Berger. The Republicans are so scared shitless that Phil Berger is going to lose. They are throwing gobs of fucking money trying to smear Sam Page. They are just...
That makes so much sense.
It's unbelievable. And again, if you want to go like full Pollyanna-ish, gosh, I just wish a tenth of this money could go toward, I don't know, people that can't eat right now. That would be kind of nice, right? Oh no.
Heaven forbid.
No.
Hush your mouth.
I have to like spend gobs of money on, cartoon images of Sam Page with a cowboy hat, chilling by the beach, right?
Unreal, man.
My favorite one is when they're doing like the dark spooky ad with the guy with the Sam Page did this, did that, killed squirrel. That guy. So they've got that guy, and it's like they've had inmates die at the prison, and they've got all that shit. And then one of the headlines said had sex with inmates. So they've got a picture of Sam Page, and it looks like he's the one that fucked the inmates. You're not paying attention. It's wild.
Oh my God. These people, I tell you, man, doomsday's coming, man.
I've been down I don't know if I've told you, I've been down the AI rabbit hole hard. I am so down the AI rabbit hole. And I'm not even talking about the effect that AI is going to have on society, which looks to be pretty negative in general.
Slightly.
I mean, given that it's, giving instructions to people on how to kill themselves, I think it's going to just tank the economy here pretty soon. I think AI is going to just destroy the economy because they're just spending. It's too hot. They don't have revenue. There's no justification for what they're doing. They're raping small communities, putting up these data centers and just killing resources. NVIDIA, this huge company that you just heard about was a $5 trillion company. They are 16% of our GDP. 16% of our GDP. I think General Electric, by the information I got at their height, when General Electric was a massive company, I think it was around 1%, maybe 3% of the GDP max. If you take away all of the stuff associated with AI and AI spending, our growth economically is 0.1%, which is pretty close to a recession. So yeah, I've been a little fixated on that lately.
Yeah, that's depressing.
No, I'm trying to lift you up, man.
Thanks.
A SmackDown clip showed that Aleister Black was to blame for Damian Priest having a bad eye. Last time is now tournament. Damian Priest versus Rusev. As we talked before, somehow Rusev goes over 851. It was. Would you say that's a fairly clean win for Rusev?
Yeah.
Because he kind of went after the eye a little bit, but it was still. I think it's pretty clean.
Yeah. By today's standards, yeah.
The writer for Figure 4 Weekly Online, Wrestling Observer, says extraordinarily dull match and a weak finish. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
I can't argue.
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee meet with Adam Pearce backstage. Dragon Lee suggested their team name the Dragones con Estilo, Dragons with Style, but Styles didn't like that. I'm trying to think what would be good. Dragons, just call them Dragon Style. I don't understand. Styles said that work on it. Maxine Dupree approaching Pierce. He asked her if she was ready for Becky Lynch. She said yes and no. She knew she would train forever, but there was nothing that could make her feel ready. So, of course, Madison Square Garden next week, Becky Lynch against Maxine Dupree. Speaking of extraordinarily hot women, you did hear that Tiffany Stratton is single now.
Yes, I saw that.
How?
That's interesting. I don't know. I wonder what happened with all that.
She could maybe stab me and I would go, I still don't want to break up with you. I still don't.
Well, let's just think about it like this. He is El Grande Americano. So that's kind of that's a red flag if I was a woman, If I was a woman.
Run the other direction.
Yeah. No, even if you're just portraying him on TV. Just get away, run.
It's like a gateway drug to being a magnified.
It is. It's right to it, man. It's a pipeline.
It's pretty funny. CM Punk enters, makes his way to the ring, gets a huge reaction. He is your world heavyweight champion. He went to the announce table.
Can I say something real fast about AJ Styles and Dragon Lee? I'm not sure I like that tag team. You think so? I was going to say the exact opposite. I can't. Maybe I'll get into them, but I don't know. That's just
It's too spotty for you.
Maybe that's what it is. But like I said, I'm all for getting into them eventually. I don't know. It's just a kind of an unusual pairing, so I guess it just kind of I'm just not used to it or something. But it feels a little like an AEW a little bit kind of. It feels a little bit. Yeah, you're right. And as far as Maxine goes. Won't you be pissed? Well, I'm probably the only one to be pissed, but won't you be kind of shocked or whatever if she does not beat Becky after all this damn build-up for her for the last month or so?
It's interesting. And also after that little thing that I said, I forgot to mention that Becky attacked her. I guess you make a good point, but it honestly hasn't occurred to me that she's going to win that match.
How in the world, what justification would WWE have in her losing that match after this big build-up? It's not just a build-up. They've been building the shit up out of her.
I think you make the case that if she doesn't win, it's going to damage her. It's going to be bad to her. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you make a good point. Punk is mad at Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out, and the bottom line on that is it's pretty much Logan Paul is part of the vision Paul Heyman comes out and insults Punk. They go back and forth a little bit. So, and then we go backstage, and then we have War Games. It's going to be War Games.
I figured that's what was setting up when everybody was out there like that, you know.
Were you the one that agreed with me? Like I mean, I like War Games, but I've never like thought it was the be all and end all. I may be the only guy like who grew up in like Crockett country who ever thought that War Games was kind of
well, I'm just not a gimmick match kind of guy, you know. Once in a while one will pique my interest, but I'm just not, you know, cage matches. That's not really a gimmick match to me. That's just so mundane anymore, cage match. But, you know, War Games, I'm like you, man. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It's just too much. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of everything going on at once like that. It's just too much to keep up with sometimes, you know.
Well, the exception, of course, as far as gimmick matches, Punjabi Prison. You and I can go for one of those anytime.
Well, that's a whole different thing, man.
The greatest gimmick match in the history of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Punjabi Prison.
Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Vacquer with Nikki Bella versus Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez. Nikki helps out, and Stephanie Vacquer gets the win, and then Nikki turns heel. Smacks Stephanie Vacquer with the title. You thought that was cool?
Yeah, I liked it.
She needed something. She needed a little hot sauce on her or something because it ain't working right now.
Yeah. If she's going to be here for the long haul, if she's not just, you know, that one little, whenever she came back a couple months ago, whenever it was, if it was just a one-off kind of thing, then yeah, she can come back and just, you know, whoop it up with the crowd and whatever. But if she's going to be here for a long haul, yeah, something needed to happen. And I think that was perfect, man. I liked it.
I think it's going to be good because eventually it'll, you know, a little feud, and then she can put Vacquer over, and it gives her some, you know, it gives her a little panache, a little push.
Yeah, don't you think both of them kind of get a little rub, you know?
Yeah, I agree. There's the men's War Game announcement we talked about. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. They smack each other for a round for a while, and Sheamus defeats Shinsuke. Ooh, Sheamus won a match. 10 minutes, 52 seconds. There you go. Last time is now tournament continues with Javon versus Gunther and Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. the ever popular mystery opponent.
Yeah, that one. I guess that one intrigued me a little bit. It must be somebody. It better be somebody worth waiting for like that. I mean, if they just come up next week and say L.A. Knight, you know,
Chris Jericho. It's Chris Jericho, or it's Jushin Thunder Liger. It's one of those.
You think so?
No, I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe it'll be somebody from NXT. Well, it'd be nice if it was like Ricky Saints. That'd be a nice thing.
If they're going to hold off a week to say that,
yeah,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It better be somebody worth the hype of waiting to see who it is, kind of thing. You know.
Next week on Raw is Madison Square Garden. It is Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and then John Cena will appear. Women's Tag Team Championship, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Some interference from Nia Jackson and the aforementioned Lash Legend, who I almost called Lash LaRue for some reason.
It's set up for you to do that.
And we have another title change. New champions. Women World Championship is now Asuka and Kairi Sane, and then people start beating up on people, and then Io Sky comes down and makes the save. There it is. That's your Raw.
Well, there was a little bit more. Rhea came out after that.
Oh, yeah, we did. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did have a reappearance from Rhea, and she had the face thing on, and she started whooping ass and taking names and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
And then they made that a War Games deal, too.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I guess it's okay.
Just whatever. I guess the most interesting thing for me for War Games, at least I guess about every year, you always have that one person they save for. You don't know who they're going to pick. You know
right.
That part it kind of is intriguing to me, but you know, in the end, it just I could give a shit less, to be honest. But
I never saw the hype. I really, of all the things, again, growing up in Crockett country, and I appreciated that Arn would go out and take a pretty good ass whooping for him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it just never. I thought it was okay, but it was never like, ooh, and people, but I think we are outliers. Most of the people who are in our age bracket who grew up during the glory days of Crockett promotion, they love war games. They think it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. I just, I'm with you, man. I don't get it. I'll take Royal Rumble over that any day.
Maybe I think Survivor Series, and maybe, what's the thing that they have in the WWE where they have them in the chamber?
Oh yeah, what's it called?
It's not death chamber, but it's like whatever they call that thing. It's escaping me right now.
Yeah,
that thing.
They put them in the individual boxes and
right,
the doors open and stuff. Yeah,
so
elimination chamber.
Elimination chamber, exactly. Which is what I call my bathroom.
I've used your elimination chamber.
I got this cinnamon broom from Food Line, and it's got, it smells cinnamony, and you put it in a little coffee cup, and it really makes my elimination chamber smell great.
Oh God, that's great, man.
Really, very, very
you
good.
Discovered that.
One of my friends is going to Blood and Guts, the AEW card at the Greensboro Coliseum coming up Wednesday night.
Yeah, one of my friends is too.
They got the I don't know if you saw the announcement. They said they were going 2.5 hours.
I'm not surprised. Usually those PLEs they do are long. They're good, but they're long.
Isn't this? Am I right in saying this is the first trip back for AEW since Sting's retirement match?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been here since then. No, I don't think they've been to Greensboro since then.
Let me see if I had heard tickets were like $50.
I'm not sure. I know Colton had a ticket, our friend Colton, and
yeah.
It was like looked like lower level, kind of over from the ring, more like if you face straight ahead, you'd kind of be facing the aisle coming down to the ring kind of thing, just kind of off to the side. And they were $80 a piece.
That's and compared
that's
to WWE,
still not bad.
No,
not bad.
compared to a WWE show, that's like nothing, right?
I mean, it's not like they look to be pretty good seats, to be honest. And the way I was describing it maybe didn't sound that great, but if you look at it on the map thing, they look good.
Let me see what they got on StubHub. Just for the Raiders are having such an awesome season. I think that game against Jacksonville last Sunday, the get-in price was like $54 for an NFL game, which is insane.
That's pitiful, man.
It is. It's not good.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Panthers fan here.
I feel your pain. I don't know what they only have 2 tickets at row KK. I can't tell. Oh, you know what? I've got my VPN, and so it's showing me like Korean money. I gotta switch over again. I gotta get back to America, man.
Were you in Seoul tonight watching stuff?
I was in Seoul for a while. It's kind of nice. It's good to be anywhere but the United States right now.
No shit.
I decided to at least let my browser take a walk.
I will say maybe the Democratic Republic of Congo might have us just a little bit.
Maybe.
At this point in time.
Let's think of shittier places to be than the United States.
That might be the only one.
Yeah, it's a short list, bro. And even some of those places have universal health care. Jesus. Section 116 Club View is kind of like in the middle, not like way up top. It's section row KK, $43, including fees.
That's not bad.
Let me see if he's see what it is on the floor. There's got to be something on the floor. You can get ringside you can get it on the floor for like $159. Row 3, section D. I mean, that's
good. $159.
Yeah, that's like a shitty ticket for WWE.
Yeah, you're lucky if you can get one for $159.
No, they got them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they got them on StubHub. See, we should sell sponsorships. By God, we could make so much. I think both of us have some experience in doing live reads, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Do you ever listen to some of the podcasts and stuff, and you listen to some of those guys who don't have like the background that we did in radio and stuff, and they do those live reads, and you're like, oh,
does it make you cringe like it does me? Yeah.
Oh God. And like I honestly, Cornette's the worst. Cornette is the fucking worst. I don't.
Oh my God.
Jimmy makes everything entertaining. I get it, but he goes 5 fucking minutes and he'll shit all over. If any of the sponsors ever listen to that, he's begging people not to use their product, and Brian has to reel him back in. No. These people are paying us. These people are paying us. These people are paying us. God almighty.
You're so right.
I do see other people who at least, I appreciate if you're doing discipline and you at least make the read 60 seconds. What they'll do typically, the Pod Save America guys, it's very by the book. It's very kind of wooden, I guess would be the way you would say it, but at least they're keeping it short. This cereal has no carbs in it. Eat this. And I love the blank, blank, and blank flavor, and use the promo code fuck you. You know, and then that's the end of the spot. At least they go 60 seconds, you're done, right?
Yeah.
It's not
easy peasy.
It's not exciting, it's not entertaining, but at least it is, at least it's over quickly.
Yeah, it's over quickly and you get the point.
I think that's like what they used to say about sex with Donald Trump. It's not exciting, but at least it's over quickly. I remember, Baron, when I conceived you, best 43 seconds of my life.
43.
And it was the worst 43 seconds for me.
Hey.
Has their stupid ass documentary on Amazon come out yet? Have they done that yet?
I don't know.
That's when I decided I was done with Amazon. That's when I decided I'm done. I'm over. And I've backslid a little, but I'm not a Prime person anymore. I'm using somebody else's Prime subscription to see stuff, and I'm the stuff that I'm ordering from Walmart, which I know, terrible company, but at least they're not giving Melania Trump millions of dollars for a stupid documentary.
Well, that's fair. They did have the John Candy documentary, which kind of almost evens it out. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched it yet.
You'd enjoy it. Yeah, it's very good. There's Bill Murray's that they're like, I hope you can find somebody to say something bad about her.
That's what I've heard, man. Like nobody can find anybody. You can say anything bad about her.
He's like, he did all these things like in the back end of his career, and they did all these shitty movies, and he was just doing like favors for friends because he's a nice guy. I mean, it's so sad.
Yeah, one of the good ones.
All right. Any other final words on another award-winning episode of Katie Vick is Alive, where we actually did just a tiny bit of wrestling?
Yeah, we did throw in some wrestling, but be honest. Yeah, a couple things I want to talk about real fast, if it's cool.
Please.
First of all, have you seen this about Deadlock Pro Wrestling going out of business?
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what this. I've tried to dig up why. I'm not sure the reasoning for it. They don't really give one, but apparently this one coming up in Cary that they're having in this event they're coming up, they're only charging everybody $1, and it's like all the information, there you go.
If you can read, yeah, it's backwards, but
yeah.
DPW announces 4th anniversary in Japan show in 2026 will be final events for foreseeable future. Oh, yeah. God almighty.
Just when we're getting into it.
Yeah. It's like somebody stabs you in the shin and then they all of a sudden decide to kick you in the balls.
I know, man. But I didn't know if you'd heard about that or not.
No, thanks for ruining my life.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here for.
That's right.
The other thing I want to mention to you, just to get your thoughts on it, is this whole Nixon Newell Miranda Arizi thing. Have you seen this?
I saw that she's no longer was Nixon in AEW for a hot minute and now no longer.
Right. Well,
what's the detail behind that?
Apparently, it's just a he said she said kind of thing that these two, Miranda and Nixon, refused to lose to TJ.
Okay.
That's basically the first thing I saw was that they refused to lose to him. But then you read deeper. Well, they didn't refuse. They refused to lose to him in 3 minutes. They didn't want a 3-minute match. They wanted more like a 10-minute match. They didn't want to lose in 3 minutes. And then you read more, and it's like Nixon Newell comes out, or one of them, Miranda or Nixon, maybe both of them. I think both of them came out with statements, and they're like, those statements that are like, people can think what they want, but we're standing up for ourselves, and there's no details in there. It's just like whatever. But I don't know. It's just, and then of course they walked out of the thing when they refused to lose to him. And apparently then you read deeper into it and then find out that apparently Nixon Newell had an issue with Megan Bain last time that she had an appearance on AEW for some reason or the other. She wanted to do something in the match, and Megan Bain's like, I can't make the call because I'm not the one that makes the calls on that, or something like that effect. And I don't know. So Nixon, I'm just getting the idea that Nixon Newell is kind of a hard person to get along with, unless somebody is really, really turning things around on her. So I didn't know if you'd seen all this or not. I just thought it was interesting because I don't know. I didn't know much about her, Tegan Knox, Nixon Newell, but she just came across to me as not being that kind of person. I don't know.
Well, for those of you, I don't know what the situation was, so I can't really comment on it or whatever. It seems like for those of you that are old school wrestling fans, the only place where wins and losses really matter is AEW. Yeah, nobody.
Apparently.
It's like the only place where anybody gives a shit about whether they're going over or not.
It's like the college football playoff poll, man. That's the only poll that counts.
It's just weird. Like anywhere else, like I can't lose. I just can't lose. Like apparently, like Mercedes can't lose, and apparently the guys in the Hurt Foundation, which is what I'm going to call them, they can't lose. And it's like, man, I don't know what to think.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of odd. I just
she's the she's like the she's the Austin Aries of women. Apparently, Nixon Newell.
What they're making her sound out like she is, man, for sure.
And I love her. I think she's great. I think she's underutilized, and I hate to see it happen, but weird shit just happens in AEW for just weird reasons, right?
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It's like I gotta think that if this happened, that she might be the issue here, because why are and I know there's other things, like you said, like other things that AEW going on that's weird, but you don't really hear about this. No refusing to refuse to lose to somebody. And it's not like it's TJ. It's not like it's some scrub team from an indie circuit that hadn't been wrestling for a year or so. I just thought it was odd, the whole thing.
It's like you have to lose to AEW's hottest tag team. You just have to.
And what's wrong with that?
I don't know. I can't.
I don't know.
I can't. It feels like there's more to it, but it does. Again, if everybody has a problem with you, maybe you're the problem. Then you might have a point that she might be a little prickly. She might when it comes to working with it, for sure.
I mean, that's surely what they're trying to portray. It seems like now, whether she is or not, I don't know. But if you kind of look at it from the wide scope, that's what it sure looks like. But I like I said, it's not a big deal. It's just something I saw in the last day or so online a lot, and I didn't know if you'd seen it.
The shoot interviews in about 10 years on AEW, what happened in that locker room, are going to be crazy. They're going to be just insane, right?
Yeah, man, it's going to be like some of those WCW docs that people have done and stuff.
There's going to be a lot of people spilling their guts about this shit, and I think some people were probably noting things pretty copiously in notebooks, like this happened. There's going to be some
unexpected persons doing it too. Somebody that's kind of not really in the spotlight all the time, that's going to come out and break the news, break the ice on everything.
It might be. Bryant is available for your social media pleasure. It is Stanley Jackson 23 on TikTok. It is Dad of Stanley on Threads, and also on Instagram, and on we love the Blue Sky. He's They're the Twos, THEYRE. They're the Twos. I am at Real Britt Whitmire on Threads and also on Instagram, and it's just brittwhitmire.bsky.social on Blue Sky. So we hope you interact with us. As always, we appreciate your support. Till next time, fans, we'll see you ringside.